Hello folks, it's Rich here. How we doing? For those who don't know me, I'm a novice guitarist. I like guitars, and this is guitar number 117, which is a crazy number. And it's my 30th Harley Benton. Happy anniversary, 30 Harley Bentons. So, what do? I kind of review them as best I can and let people know what I think of them from a novice perspective. But having had lots of guitars, I can compare one to the other, give you an idea. And they include Fenders, and PRS, and a Gibson, and Epiphones, and Schecters, and Ibanez, as Aggerfish likes to say, all sorts. But most importantly with this, perhaps, I want to see what it's like compared to my TE-52. I've had a TE-20, I've had the HH version and the standard one, a TE-30, several TE-52s, a Classic Vibes. I've had Squier Standard, Squier Affinity, Squier Bullet, Fender Mexican, I've had loads of tellies. So I wanted to see if this is better than the TE-52, because that was a great guitar. I should not have sold it, and I have thought about getting another one, and maybe I will. But anyway, if you're interested in guitar reviews by just a novice dude, then I've got about 40 others on here, so including the Harley Bentons and all those other brands. So go and have a little look. So the TE-62 comes in a number of different colours, and there's also CC, in case you didn't know, stands for custom colour. Now, I did not get the very latest double bound one because they all come with Laurel fingerboards. I do not like Laurel. Don't like it. Don't like the colour, don't like the feel. It's not for me. So then I was looking at the other ones with the caramelised neck, of which the T-52 had one, which is really nice. And I don't really like any of those colours massively. So the charcoal frost is the oh dear, problem already. The charcoal frost is the colour that I like the most. And I noticed actually that Fender Custom Shop do a charcoal frost. So it is a, it's not just let's do a colour for the sake of it. It is a colour. So let's get it out of here and see what we have got. Well, let's take the silicone off and let's take this wrapper off. A bit excessive, I suppose I've got to keep it dry. Now, this was delivered this morning about 6 hours ago, so it's had time to acclimatise, which will keep the Game Dane happy, because he always moans at me, Rich, you can't just take one out with all that condensation on. You've got to let it bed in, or whatever. I have. Okay, Carsten? I have. So, let's take this off. Right, first thing to say, it's a lot lighter than a T-52. I've obviously not weighed it yet, but that is a lot lighter. I'm going to say this is about 3 and a bit kilos probably, about 3.2, about 6.5, 7 pounds I reckon. The T-52 was way heavier, about 9 pounds. So let's get a bit closer. Hello, come here. Boop, let's take that off. So the colour, charcoal frost. Actually a bit nicer in the flesh than I thought it's going to be. Wasn't that enamoured by it online. Switch. That feels sturdy in that direction. And very much as Andy the Guitar Geek said when he reviewed one of these, he's right. It's flimsy side to side. It's not great. Mind you, I'm not exactly going on stage, so it probably doesn't matter. Oh, mind you, when you lift it up, push it like that, because it goes a bit side to side, you can push it. Oh, hello. Push it up and over and round and back the other way. Don't like that. What do knobs feel like? Knobs feel good. As that goes round, it's not completely flush, up and down a bit at the bottom. And this one is actually, can you see that? Not quite as low as this fella here. So not finished particularly well there, never mind. What can I tell you about the scratch plate? I'll tell you about the scratch plate. It is on the piss. I'm sure it is. I don't think that is straight in line with the... Have I got a ruler? I'm going to get a little ruler out and measure that distance. I don't think it's on straight. Let's have a look. Bear with me. Using my eagle eye, and I have good eyesight. Right. From the scratch plate to the edge of it in a straight line, about 350 mil. Sorry, 35 mil there. And here, about 36 or 37 mil. So the control plate is not 100% square in line with this line of the bridge here. Is that going to annoy me? It might do. We're yet to see. 3-ply pickguard is nice. Not cut brilliantly here. Tiny, tiny little imperfection, but hey, it's a cheap guitar, isn't it? So let's not get too hung up on it. What is a neck pocket like? Let's do that. Let Richard have a little look first. It seems tight enough. It seems tight enough. Seen tighter, who misses. That's all right. Ferrules on the back are not great. And now, the low E is much higher than the others. The EAD, the D is flush. These are up, this one's up a little bit. See from the side maybe, not as well. Okay. That could be a bit better, couldn't it? No scratches and anything. Finish is nice. It's like a metallic kind of finish. The strings, now, what strings are these coming with? The Darios maybe, don't know. But they look old. There is rust on the high E and the B. What else have we got up here? Now, they are sharp frets. That is disappointing. Sharp, yes, sharp, yes, sharp, yes, sharp, yes, sharp, no. No to sharp here. No, 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 tiny bit. So, sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First 5 frets are sharp. Cut your finger sharp, maybe. So that's not great. Not sticking out the side. Is it cut well? I don't think it is. Now, I'm just going to take out the G string. You can't see on the camera there. There's a bit of plastic that looks... oh, and the tuner's very loose. Oh, don't know if I like that either. Let's pull... No, so on the G string, we'll see when we plug it in a moment. Can you see that tiny burr at the top here? I don't think that nut slot is cut very well by looks of things. Let's have a look at some of the... A looks all right. Yeah, just that one. So tuners. On that D string, loose. Bit, that's quite loose. They're all quite loose feeling actually. Oh, the B string's really loose feeling. Oh dear, the high E is super loose feeling. I prefer my tuners to feel a bit tighter and a bit more sturdy. Old school, old style ones, look. Caramelised neck is pretty. It's a bit darker than it was on the TE-52 I had. I've got to tell you, my immediate impression of it is the TE-52 put together better than this. That's first of all. But hey, just totally first impression. What's the action like? It's the usual, you know, generic, it's too high action, as they always are, aren't they, when they come straight out of the box. I suppose they have to be, allowing for weather and travelling and stuff. Now, let me get, my favourite pick is a heavy gauge Paul Reed Smith pick. Those are my favourite ones. Now, the neck. Now these are supposed to be, they're a 12-inch radius. On the T52 it's 13.78, and this is supposed to be a modern D. So you'd think now that would feel really rather different, wouldn't you? And I don't think it does, really. Or certainly the thickness of the neck. It's not a thick neck, not thin neck. Is it a bit thinner than the T52 maybe? The original T52s, before they changed the caramelised neck, were fatter. Maybe that does feel slightly different in the hand. Ooh, doodly-doo. You still with me? I'm waffling, aren't I? I'm waffling. Let's have a quick tune-up. I should put it on their time lapse, so I haven't got to listen to me do this, but I don't know how to do that, and it's just an iPhone. Here. Come on. All those tuners feel vile. that really does. That's a bit harsh. Not very nice. Indeed. Now the TE-52 I had straight out the box was better, but you know, that's not the end of the world, is it? I suppose the thing is, as a novice, and if you're not someone who's, you know, really into tinkering with guitars, I'm not particularly. I'll change strings and I'll do some neck relief. Actually, that was neck, and the more I'm holding that, it does feel more, it does feel a bit different. But yeah, if you're just someone, I want an inexpensive guitar, shall I get a Squire? Or shall I get something else? EA. All these Squires I've had, when you get them straight out the box, they don't seem to suffer the same kind of issues that some of the Harley Bentons had, or my experience of them, and I've had a lot of them. It's a bit out of tune, going to be, isn't it? Let's just plug. Jack socket looks good. It's on square. We approve of that. It's got the super cheap strap buttons on there. The bridge, it's a 3-saddle style bridge. They're my favourite. That looks okay. Let's have just a quick plug in. Where's the on button? There. Clean channel. No reverb. No, thank you. Take that off. All the dials set at 12 o'clock. More volume. Yes, a bit out of tune. If you watch any of my other videos as well, you'll know that I'm a real stickler for how well the tone knob works in particular, because I like to roll the tone off on the neck pickup. So let's start with a tone knob test. It's all the way down in an out of tune E. Pull it up a little bit. That seems to work well, actually, I think. Let's go back down. Okay, so far so good. Tone knob works from top to bottom, it seems. Yes, we like that. It's on the clean channel, by the way, neck. So tone all the way to top, middle. Out of tune again. One of the things I was worried about on this versus the T-52, it's a different body material. It's not American ash, it's poplar or basswood, forgot now. It's lighter wood it sound too bright? So I don't want my telly to sound over bright. Not picked up a guitar for a while. Those tuners aren't very nice. The frets, I would like to say, are maybe not polished, but they're not mucky, and they quite often are on these guitars. They're disgusting. That sounds, yeah, it's alright, that. Racket Richard, Racket Richard. So anyway, first impressions, well, they are what they are, aren't they? They can change. I've had guitars before where I've gone, and then it's grown on me a little bit. I think this will be a grower. The mint green pickguard looks good. The charcoal frost colour is a lot nicer in real life than it is on the pictures or in other videos I've seen, so don't be put off by it. This subtle metallic sparkle in it is very nice. The colour of the fretboard is lovely. The frets are sharp, so they'll need a little bit of work. The strings are terrible, they need replacing. Whether it holds tune or not yet is yet to be seen. And the tuners don't feel very nice. They feel too sloppy. And as Andy Guitar Geek very rightly said, this switch is flimsy as you like. So this is a few English pounds less cost than the TE-52. It was 122, and I think TE-52 is 133. So there's nothing in it really. Oh yeah, and the ferrules at the back, that's a bit annoying, only cosmetic. My first thoughts are, actually I'll take it back on the neck. It probably is a little bit slimmer, actually feeling. So if you've got a bit smaller hands, maybe this is a bit more helpful to you than a TE-52. However, TE-52 or this, TE-52 for me, I prefer the colour, and I don't mind the really super chunky weight, but this is good. This is still a nice guitar. So let me get used to it a little bit. We'll do a couple of playing videos and we'll come back and explore it. So anyway, thanks if you're still here. Geez, 17-minute video. Sorry about that. Rich out.